In this video, I will be going over how to properly fill out the FFL application form. First things first, just hop into any search engine at the top, ATF, FFL application. There is application for federal firearms license. There is other ways to find this, but this is by far the easiest and most straightforward. When you first see it, you're going to see 12 pages and you're going to think, oh my, you have to fill out a lot. But in reality, you really only have to fill out information on the first 4 pages, and then it will copy the first 4 pages to the other half of the document. So scrolling down, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the information you need right there. This is your CLEO copy. So your chief law enforcement, you have to submit the application to your CLEO and also to the ATF. Everything you fill out on page 1 through 4 will be just automatically copied into here to make your life a little more simple. So you can see your CLEO copy. So we're going to scroll back up to the top and we're going to get started. So the first thing is the applicant's business is. Are you a sole proprietorship? Are you a partnership? Are you a corporation? Are you an LLC? For this, we're going to be saying we're a sole proprietorship. And the name of it is going to be Mike Johnson. And we're going to say we're Mike Arms for our DBA. So this is if you want to go by something other than your own name as an individual owning. If you're an LLC, I wouldn't worry about this too much, but for the purposes of this, we're just going to be an at-home FFL and make this really simple. So Mike Johnson goes by Mike Arms. Mike does not have an EIN currently, so we're going to leave it blank, but if you have been in business or you already knew that you needed an EIN number, you're going to need one eventually anyways. Might as well get it. It takes about 5 minutes. But we're going to leave it blank for now. Number 5 is something that a lot of people actually screw up and read this as country and not county. So make sure this is the county of the state that you reside in. I am in Wisconsin, so for the purposes of this video, we are going to state that I live in Milwaukee County. Wherever the address of the business is what you're going to put here. So if you're an at-home FFL, it's going to be your home location. If it is a storefront, you're going to put the storefront. If your mailing address is different than your storefront or your home, put that in here. It might be a P.O. box, might be something else. Pretty simple, straightforward. Number 8 is just personal information, your business phone, your cell phone, your fax number if you have one, and your business email. So we're going to put in mike@mikearms.com. Simple, straightforward. Good. Number 9, describe the specific activity applicant is engaged in. Sale of ammo alone is not reason for an FFL. So for this, we're going to put sale of firearms. Simple, straightforward, to the point. Next, you're going to have to figure out what kind of FFL you are going to be. A majority of people are in 01, which is just a dealer in firearms. If you're a pawnbroker, if you're a manufacturer of firearms, and by ATF definition, a manufacturer is someone who assembles a firearm. So if you get a lower and upper, you put it together, you're considered a manufacturer. We are going to be in 01. And as you can see, the total fees automatically clicks down here. Perfect. Fill out your payment method. Most people have Visa. Again, it's going to be your card number, the name, all the stuff you fill out when you order anything online. Here, you're paying for Mike Johnson. And make sure the total application fee equals the total fees here. This is going to be what is charged, and this will be charged upon arrival at the ATF headquarters office once they receive it. I believe it's charged regardless if you pass or fail, so just bear in mind that that will happen. To sign, you're either going to have to export this to a different Adobe file or just print it out and sign it, because you're going to have to send in a physical copy anyways. Today's date. There. Done with page 1. Super simple, super easy. 12 hours of operation, so fill in whatever you need. You need to have at least 1 hour during the week where you can be contacted by the ATF personnel. I believe they work 8 to 4:30, so typical government, hours. Type in whatever you want. So let's say it's 8 to 5 every day. Well, during the week. Done. Moving on. Did you obtain this business from someone else? No, we have not. This is the first time we are filling this out, so we're going to put that. Again, this is going to be for an at-home FFL, so it is zoned residential, and we are a single-family dwelling home. Do we own the property, or do we rent or lease the property? For the purposes of this, we're going to say we own the property, but if you do lease it, just put that here and put the name and contact information in for your landlord into this so they can be contacted, so they're aware that you're trying to do this on the side. Do you intend to sell firearms at gun shows? Yes, we do, so we're going to collect yes. Do you intend to use your license only to acquire firearms to enhance your personal collection? Make sure this is not the case, because if you click yes, there is a good chance you will be denied your FFL license, so no, we are not. To find out who your chief law enforcement officer is, you're probably going to have to Google this unless you already know. More times than not, it'll be your chief of police or your sheriff. So we'll put in head cop and the address of the police station. More than likely, if they have a different address than where the police station is, you'll find that out when you search for the information of your CLEO. And again, this is county, not country. So this is going to be Milwaukee County for Mike Johnson. For this one, you're going to have to read and initial each box. I've already done this before. I know what they say, so for the purpose of this, I am just going to initial each box, but make sure you do read these and make sure you understand them. Mike Johnson, today's date, and again, either export or print and sign here. This right here, leave alone. This is for your IOI or the ATF to fill out here to see if you are approved, denied, withdrawn, etc. And now you're on to part B. This is basically just personal information that you're going to fill out. So license or applicant name. This is going to be Mike Johnson. FFL number. We do not have one because we are filling this out for the first time for our FFL license. Name of responsible person, which is also Mike Johnson, comma, I don't know, Thomas, Mike, or Michael. This will actually be Mike Arms, I'm sorry. Alias, if you have any. Position, title, we're going to put in owner for the position of this. Social security number, pretty straightforward. Date of birth, place of birth, current residence, and again, this is an at-home FFL, so this will match the other addresses as well. Telephone number, email address, so a lot of it's kind of repetitive, but it might be different if you have a storefront or if you have a different place where you're doing business at. List the last 5 years addresses where you have lived. So if you've been in the same place for 5 years, great, just put the one. If you've been in 3 places, you're going to have to put them all. This will be on your background check anyways, and it just makes things a little easier when they do perform your background check. Sex, we are a male. Height, whatever, we're going to put in 5'10". Weight, 200. Eyes, brown. Just personal information here. Who do you identify as? White. Black hair. There you go. Moving on. These are the more crucial. This is just personal information up here. Here is questions for specific FFL reasons. Have you ever held a firearms license before? No, we have not. If you have, just make sure you put in the old FFL number here. Have you ever been a responsible person on a FFL? We have not. But again, if you have, make sure you fill in the FFL number there. Have you ever been an officer? No, we have not. But if you have, make sure you put it in there again. I know I'm being repetitive, but this is just how it is. Have you ever been an employee of an FFL? This is more so for the ATF or your IOI to know. Like, if you have been, you probably are familiar with your 4473. Or if you've been an employee that's a Class 3 dealer, you've probably filled out a Form 4 or a Form 3 before. It's just so they know what to teach you. But again, first time ever doing this, so we click no. Have you ever been denied an FFL? No, we have not. Have you ever had an FFL license revoked? No, we have not. Are you under indictment or information in any court for a felony? No. Have you ever been convicted in any court? We have not. Fugitive to justice? No. Are you under the age of 21? We are not. Are you an unlawful user of marijuana or any other drug? No, we are not. Do you have mental illness? No, we don't. Have you been discharged dishonorably? We have not. And just, I mean, you can fill these through. It gets repetitive, but it looks exactly like the questions on a 4473 if you have ever bought a firearm before in the past. So we can just move on from here. Country of citizenship, we are in the US of A. Have you ever renounced your citizenship? No. Are you an illegal alien? No. Do we have a visa? No. Also, no. Again, this is not applicable, so you can leave it blank. Sign here, your printed name, Mike Johnson. Today's date, or whenever you sign it. Again, print out, signature. And that's basically all you have to do. Super simple, super straightforward. There is one thing, or a few things I should mention, I should say. You're going to have to get two 2-inch by 2-inch photos. You're going to have to attach one here, and the other one can just go in there. Make sure you read all of these and follow them exactly. Your full name. You're going to have to get 2 sets of fingerprinting done. So you can either contact your local law enforcement. Some gun dealers may do it. I believe UPS does it as well. You're going to need 2 sets, both hands, I believe. No, I think it's just one hand actually. But you're going to need 2 sets of fingerprinting done that is going to be sent in with your application. There is one question up here about zoning. Make sure before you send any of this in, you contact zoning and make sure that you can have this business. Because if you cannot, your IOI or your ATF agent will contact your zoning department, make sure everything's in order. And if it's not, they will not issue an FFL. So those are just a little few tips that'll get you going. After this, I mean, pretty much everything's done here. Like I said, just your photographs, your 2 sets of fingerprints, and you're going to be sending 2 copies. The first one you're going to be sending to this address right here in Portland, Oregon, to the ATF. This is where your fingerprints are going to be going, your photograph, etc. This is your CLEO copy, and like I said, everything will just be copied straight over from page 1 through 4. Just make sure you sign these, not this part, but sign here. Again, you can attach your photograph if you want. I don't think your CLEO really cares. But this is going to be submitted to your chief law enforcement officer, and it's more so a, hey, I'm doing this, just making you aware. And yeah, that's about it. I hope I made it simple for you. If I didn't or wasn't clear on anything, leave a comment down below and let me know how I can do better. This is my first YouTube video ever, so I'm really hoping that I can learn from this experience. Until then, take care and good luck on your FFL application.